In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 29, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Detroit Pistons versus Washington Wizards. In the vast arena of the Eastern Conference, 2 teams that have struggled profoundly throughout their respective seasons find themselves locked in a showdown in the heart of the nation's capital. The Detroit Pistons embark on a journey to face the Washington Wizards on a Friday night. Both squads grappling with the bitter taste of unmet expectations and disappointing campaigns. Detroit's recent outing witnessed a 106-91 defeat at the hands of the Minnesota Timberwolves, a valiant effort despite the odds, as they managed to cover the line despite being deemed significant underdogs by 16.5 points. Conversely, the Wizards endured a heart-wrenching 122-119 overtime loss to the Brooklyn Nets, displaying resilience as they too covered the line despite entering the contest as 4-point underdogs. Delving into the historical narrative between these 2 franchises, the Pistons hold a marginally favorable record of 158-143. However, recent encounters have favored the Wizards, who have emerged victorious in 10 of the last 11 meetings, including 2 out of 3 clashes earlier in the season. Notably, their most recent encounter on January 27th witnessed a commanding 118-104 triumph for the Wizards on the road. The Detroit Pistons find themselves mired in a prolonged slump, having succumbed to defeat in 12 of their last 15 outings, a disheartening trend they fervently seek to reverse. Following a dispiriting 106-91 loss to the Timberwolves, the Pistons are eager to snap an 8-game skid, with hopes pinned on rejuvenating their spirits. Cade Cunningham spearheaded the offensive effort with a commendable 32-point performance, supported by contributions from Malachi Flynn and Jalen Duren. Despite a commendable defensive effort that kept them within reach during the initial stages, the Pistons faltered in the latter half, succumbing to a formidable surge from their opponents. Individual struggles, exemplified by Marcus Sasser and Evan Fournier, underscore the collective challenges faced by the team. Conversely, the Washington Wizards have displayed signs of resurgence, stringing together 3 consecutive victories before encountering a stumbling block in the form of the Nets. Despite the setback, notable performances from Jordan Poole, Kyle Kuzma, and others showcase the team's resilience, albeit falling short in overtime. In the realm of injuries, both teams confront significant absences that have tested their depth and resilience throughout the season. The Pistons continue to grapple with the absence of Isaiah Stewart and Ausar Thompson, while uncertainties loom over the availability of key contributors such as Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey. Similarly, the Wizards navigate a landscape marred by injuries, with notable figures including Tyus Jones, Landry Shamet, and Isaiah Livers sidelined. As they gear up for this clash, both franchises find themselves entrenched at the bottom of the Eastern Conference, with little beyond pride and the allure of draft prospects to fuel their endeavors. Despite the road team securing victories in all 3 prior encounters this season, the Pistons' dismal record as visitors casts a shadow of doubt. Conversely, the Wizards' modest home record offers a glimmer of hope, buoyed by the presence of offensive stalwarts like Kuzma, Poole, Advija, and Kispert. Against the backdrop of contrasting trajectories, with the Pistons grappling with an 8-game slide, the Wizards emerge as frontrunners, bolstered by recent successes and a semblance of momentum. The narrative of this matchup unfolds against the backdrop of contrasting fortunes, with the Pistons spiraling towards an uncertain fate in the upcoming NBA lottery, juxtaposed against the Wizards' recent resurgence. Amidst the prevailing uncertainty, the Wizards' transformation over their past 4 games underscores their evolving identity and newfound resilience. While both franchises navigate a landscape devoid of playoff aspirations, the Wizards' recent resurgence injects a sense of optimism and purpose into their campaign. As the Pistons grapple with mounting losses and the specter of potential absences, the Wizards emerge as a formidable force, poised to capitalize on their recent momentum and secure victory. Reflecting on their previous encounter, wherein the Wizards asserted dominance with a commanding 14-point victory on the road, the odds tilt in favor of a decisive performance from the Washington Wizards. so the Washington Wizards to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Defensively vulnerable and ranked among the bottom 5 in defensive rating, both franchises grapple with defensive deficiencies that have plagued their respective campaigns. Washington's susceptibility on the glass presents an avenue for the Pistons to capitalize on second-chance opportunities and easy baskets. Despite the absence of key personnel, the Pistons possess the capacity to exploit defensive lapses and capitalize on scoring opportunities. Recent history further corroborates this notion, with the Wizards maintaining an impressive shooting efficiency of 49.2% against the Pistons over their last 10 encounters. As the Wizards embrace a pace-driven approach, ranking atop the league in pace, the stage is set for a high-scoring affair characterized by relentless offensive exchanges. Against this backdrop, the projected total serves as a testament to the offensive prowess and pace-driven gameplay anticipated in this matchup. Thus, over the projected total is our full-game total pick. Chicago Bulls vs. Brooklyn Nets. As the NBA regular season approaches its culmination, basketball enthusiasts anticipate a significant clash in the Eastern Conference, slated for Friday night, pitting the Chicago Bulls against the Brooklyn Nets. The Bulls, currently standing at 35-38, securing the 9th position in the East, enter this encounter with aspirations of enhancing their standing. Conversely, the Brooklyn Nets, tallying 28 wins against 45 losses, aim to navigate their course in the remaining games. Reflecting on recent performances, the Chicago Bulls exhibit a commendable form, having evenly split victories in their last 8 matchups. Their recent triumph, a resounding 125-99 home victory against the Pacers, showcased their prowess. Spearheaded by DeMar DeRozan's stellar performance of 27 points on 9 of 18 shooting, complemented by Nikola Vucevic's 22 points and 12 rebounds, the Bulls displayed a balanced offensive output. Noteworthy contributions from Kobe White and Ayo Dosunmu further solidified their dominance, with the team collectively shooting 50% from the field, erupting for 37 points in the second quarter and adding 38 more in the final quarter. The Bulls asserted their superiority emphatically. Meanwhile, the Brooklyn Nets find themselves grappling with a slump, having endured defeats in 8 of their last 11 encounters. Despite this, their recent nail-biting 122-119 overtime triumph against the Wizards injected a glimmer of hope. Led by Cam Thomas' impressive 38-point haul, supported by Dennis Schroeder and Mikal Bridges, the Nets showcased resilience in securing a crucial victory. Despite faltering in the waning moments of regulation, their defensive prowess in overtime sealed a much-needed win. The Bulls roster continues to grapple with absences, notably Patrick Williams and Julian Phillips, while the Nets navigate without Cameron Johnson, with Dennis Smith Jr.'s availability remaining uncertain. As Friday's matchup unfolds, the narrative brims with intrigue, particularly for the Nets, who cling to aspirations of clinching the final play-in spot. Despite slim odds, recent back-to-back victories underscore their resilience, heightening anticipation for the impending clash. This encounter marks the 3rd meeting between the Bulls and Nets, with the latter emerging victorious in both prior matchups. Furthermore, recent history tilts in favor of the Nets, who have triumphed in 13 of their last 30 head-to-head duels. For the Bulls, the stakes are higher as they jostle for favorable seeding in the impending play-in tournament. Conversely, the Nets' playoff hopes dwindle, rendering this matchup pivotal for the Bulls' postseason positioning. Despite contrasting motivations, inconsistency plagues both teams, as evidenced by the Bulls' recent setbacks and the Nets' fluctuating form. With the Nets clinching victories in their previous encounters, they emerge as prudent contenders, especially with the added allure of free points. Doubts linger over the Bulls' ability to secure victory by a significant margin, so the Brooklyn Nets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full-game side pick. Examining their performance metrics, neither team boasts exceptional offensive prowess or defensive resilience, with both ranking average in respective categories. However, recent trends suggest a propensity for high-scoring affairs, with the total surpassing expectations in several recent matchups for both teams. With Chicago and Brooklyn showcasing defensive vulnerabilities, over the projected total is our full-game total pick. Philadelphia 76ers vs. Cleveland Cavaliers. Approaching the conclusion of the regular season, most NBA teams find themselves with approximately 10 games left in their schedule. A notable matchup in the Eastern Conference is set for Friday, featuring 2 probable playoff contenders. The Philadelphia 76ers, currently ranked 8th in the East with a record of 39-34, are scheduled to face off against the Cleveland Cavaliers, positioned 4th in the East with a record of 44-29. This encounter marks an important clash as both teams aim to solidify their postseason aspirations. The 76ers recently experienced a challenging defeat at home against the Clippers, ending with a narrow margin of 108 to 107, although they managed to cover the spread as 6.5-point underdogs. Conversely, the Cavaliers suffered an unexpected loss to the Hornets, falling 118 to 111 as 9.5-point favorites. This game signifies the fourth and final meeting between these teams this season, with the 76ers currently leading the series 2-1. Philadelphia's recent performance reflects a struggle, having lost 4 of their last 5 games. Their resilience will be tested as they endeavor to evade a third consecutive loss following the heartbreak against the Clippers. Despite the defeat, standout performances from players like Tyrese Maxey, who contributed 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists, demonstrate the team's determination. Meanwhile, the Cavaliers find themselves in a similar predicament, having also lost 4 of their last 5 games. They seek redemption following a disappointing defeat to the Hornets, despite a strong start in which they amassed 43 points in the first quarter. In terms of player availability, the 76ers continue to miss key contributors such as Joel Embiid and Robert Covington, while the Cavaliers are without Dean Wade, with Donovan Mitchell's participation listed as questionable. The recent contentious loss against the Clippers has fueled a sense of unity and resolve within the 76ers camp, evident in their vocal protests against officiating decisions. This collective spirit could galvanize the team as they strive to maintain their playoff positioning amidst Embiid's absence. Conversely, the Cavaliers' struggles without Mitchell underscore the importance of his potential return in bolstering their performance. Analyzing recent trends, the 76ers have shown greater consistency against the spread, covering in 5 of their last 7 games, compared to the Cavaliers, who have covered just once in their last 5 outings. Despite both teams grappling with form issues, Philadelphia's resilience, coupled with their favorable performance against the spread, suggests they could mount a competitive challenge against the Cavaliers. So the Philadelphia 76ers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Furthermore, statistical analysis indicates a propensity for low-scoring games, with the 76ers frequently hitting the under in 9 of their last 11 matches. Cleveland's slower pace of play and defensive prowess, particularly with players like Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley, are likely to influence the tempo of the game. Consequently, a defensive battle with fewer scoring opportunities is anticipated. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.